All right, better late than never. It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion. This is for Friday, the 14th of June. I'm Michael Groff. Obviously, if we're doing the videos this late in the day, something crazy's happened. I don't know, maybe just 6.5 hours of trying to get some software working. Let's give a special shout out here at the start of the video to the one and only Michelle for helping me, being my tech support for today and working with the fine folks over at Avid, who the makers of Pro Tools, and not exactly a good day for the folks at Avid, but luckily everything is fixed, and Michelle really helped to get that all done. I was ready to give up on the day, but we can't. The weather stops for no one. All right, a lot to talk about. Obviously, the heat, the big story, and that will continue through the weekend. Next week, slightly cooler temperatures for the first half of the week, then we really warm it up once again. What about some monsoon moisture? I know, it sounds like I'm just making things up right now, right? Well, there's an outside chance we could see a little bit of moisture creeping into parts of the state way out there toward the end of the forecast period. We'll assess all of that as we dive on in. But before we do that, yes, it is Friday, although we're getting dangerously close to Saturday, but it is still Friday, and that means it's Photo Friday, and that's where we take a look at some of the photos and or videos that you guys have submitted. First up, we'll go international with David Parnell. That's right. More pictures from his trip to Ireland. Lots of great pictures here to take a look at with temperatures at that time that he was there just a couple of weeks ago in the 50s. Oh, it just sounds, it's unfair. It's unfair. Some parts of the world are experiencing beautiful weather, the kind of weather that we would see here in the month of January, and they're getting that now, or well, as of a couple of weeks ago. That sounds amazing. That's too good. Anyway, this is from Miles, Coachella Valley, California. And the trees are looking good. Sky's looking good. Everything's looking good there. And of course, he watches these videos. He's got family still here in Phoenix. He likes to check out what's going on. And yeah, it's quiet over there in Southern California as well. This is from Beth from yesterday. Hey, look, we had clouds around and even a few sprinkles in the afternoon, even a clap of thunder or two heard by some folks. And so kind of interesting to see what was happening. Thanks, Beth, for that. And then this is from Jeff in Gilbert. Look at that. It looks like a sunset there, and that looks spectacular. And then a case of severe clear. This is from Chris Martin from his cabin in Ash Fork. And that's just a gorgeous picture. It doesn't matter. Look, folks, we don't necessarily have to have thunderstorms. We don't have to have hail. We don't have to have the tornadoes and everything else that the rest of the country gets. Arizona, always still a great place to take pictures. And that's why we do this Photo Friday each and every week. And I appreciate all of your submissions. So if you want to send in your photos and or videos, groffshow@gmail.com is the email address. That is groffshow@gmail.com for Photo Friday. All right, checking the almanac from yesterday. 108 degrees the afternoon high, 86 the morning low, 104 and 78 are the averages for this time of year. So again, we were above average. Looking outside right now here at this late afternoon hour, well, late afternoon by our standards anyway, 3:23 p.m., and we are sunny, and it is pretty warm out there, 104 degrees at Sky Harbor, but more importantly, it is just dry as a bone. Dew point at 20, relative humidity 5%, winds are from the west at 6 miles per hour, the barometer is falling. Upper level weather pattern across the nation shows you why it's just so darn dry here across the southwest. That little area of low pressure that brought the unsettled conditions here yesterday, it's now moving off to the east into the Rockies. And in its wake, dry air is filtered on in and high pressure will be building in behind it, and temperatures are going to start to climb. Here's the watch warning map. Again, we still have an excessive heat warning in effect for southern Arizona, including Phoenix. That's through 8 p.m. on Sunday. Also, heat warnings across the northwest plateau of the state. Got a severe thunderstorm watch from northeast New Mexico, northwest corner of the Texas Panhandle, all the way up into parts of Colorado, Oklahoma, Kansas, southwest Nebraska. Denver included in that severe thunderstorm watch. Some large hail is definitely a threat there. Some strong damaging straight line winds too. Some scattered pockets of air quality alerts. And hey, it wouldn't be June if we didn't have a winter storm watch. Yeah, across parts of Montana. Could be seeing some snowflakes up there. And we could even see a few snow showers in parts of Idaho, maybe up in the Sawtooth Mountains and some of the higher elevations there. Maybe even parts of Twin Falls County could see a few snowflakes for the next couple of days, or actually in a few days here, with a very strong trough that's coming in to the western states. Most of that's going to stay north of Arizona, but that should help to lower temperatures around here just a bit. We'll talk about that in a moment. Convective outlook, obviously, with our severe thunderstorm watch, there's that risk of severe storms from New Mexico, northwest Texas, all the way up through the plain states, the western plains, and into portions of the Rockies as well. We also have a risk of severe storms, some of the major hubs of the Northeast, around Pittsburgh and Philadelphia, New York, Hartford, Boston. See some showers and storms up there. And for us, things quieting down. The precipitation outlook, this is valid through Friday afternoon of next week. Rain amounts in Phoenix, nothing statewide, basically nothing. But there's signs that the weather pattern may start to turn somewhat more monsoonal. It's not a for sure, and we're way out there, but we'll talk about it as we dive into those models right now. Here we go. The GFS 12Z run 5 o'clock today shows what you're seeing now, that short wave moving out of the southwest toward the plain states, showers, storms associated with that, high pressure building back in here. What it means down at the surface for the rest of the afternoon, well, pretty much where we are. Highs pretty much hit our high temperatures around 106, 107 degrees today. Tonight, clear sky, lows 70s to low 80s. Tomorrow, sunny, hot, 109 to 113. 108 to 112 on Sunday. Sunny sky, dry conditions. Monday, trough comes into the Pacific Northwest. And that's a pretty decent trough. And again, some rain, some snow showers maybe for the higher elevations up in the Sawtooth Mountains in western Montana. But other than that, it'll knock the ridge down here. Temperatures will fall off several degrees, probably closer to 105. Same story on Tuesday. And the only sensible weather for us, maybe some light breezes at times, but no precipitation, obviously, with that, and nary a cloud in the sky. Wednesday, high temperatures may start to climb back up just a little bit. But if the latest GFS plays out as advertised, temps may be a little slower to recover. But going toward Thursday, that trough will start to lift out. High pressure is going to build in from the east. Could be somewhat of a flatter ridge, though, with even though the troughing will begin to subside, still the westerlies a little bit further south than originally thought here. So that could lead to this ridge not building in as quickly, and temperatures rising still, though, probably back to around 105 to 110. There's quite a bit of precipitation across Texas, and some of that may be associated with a tropical system. We're going to watch the potential of that developing over the southwest Gulf of Mexico, the Bay of Campeche, and moving north-northwest into mainland Mexico, and some moisture moving up into Texas. And that could get caught up in this ridge that starts to build in our way. Here's a week from today. This is Friday, the 21st. Now, there's forecast uncertainty here. So let's get into that. Some weak troughing to the north and west of us, ridging trying to build in from the east. Those upper heights are climbing, and temperatures soaring too. Latest guidance definitely shows another round of excessive heat here, with high temperatures 110 plus. And actually, the national blend of models is printing out 116 degrees here in Phoenix next Friday. Will it get that hot? It remains to be seen, but there is evidence of some moisture trying to sneak into New Mexico and eastern Arizona at about that time. Will it happen? Well, models are definitely split on that. The GFS and its ensemble members certainly show an uptick in moisture out here by late next week and that following weekend. Speaking of going out 10 days, this is Sunday the 23rd. That's not exactly a great monsoon look for us. It's more of a ridge kind of overhead. But depending on where that sets up, maybe a little bit of moisture comes in. But the big story in this kind of setup is going to be the heat. Temperatures are going to be not only above average, but could be kind of close to some records in some spots. For us, highs would still be anywhere from 110 to 114 in that kind of a setup. But we'll keep an eye on things, and we'll watch those model trends, and we'll see how much moisture can manage to creep in here. Speaking of, let's look at the European also. This is out here at the same time. Next Sunday the 23rd, and again, 594 ridge on top of us, and that just looks plain old hot. All right, now we'll look at rainfall for Phoenix off the GFS ensemble out through the 28th of the month. You've got about a half of the members that indicate some rain, and look at the control member. It's up over 1/4 of an inch. European ensemble, not quite as optimistic. A few members show some precipitation out here. And so again, we're going to watch model trends. We'll see if we can start to get some moisture creeping in. But I am still not convinced just yet, based on what's going on with the weather pattern, that we can really get any good push of moisture yet. We'll see, though. Boy, I would love to be wrong about this monsoon season. I'd love to see it be one of these robust, huge rainfall kind of setups, but we'll see. Temperatures off the national blend of models. Okay, it's going to be a hot weekend. We lower it a bit on Monday, Tuesday, and then, yeah, you can see 116 next Friday. Yuck. And it's going to be hot going into that following weekend as well. Now, it'll just be a question as to whether or not some moisture will accompany that heat. That's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. It has been a long day. Whew. All right, my next video, mercifully, due back here on Monday morning, but updates before that if necessary. And should you happen to enjoy these videos, then be sure to subscribe, like, share, click that notification bell, leave those comments, questions, and suggestions. And if you really like what we do here, then support us monetarily. Click that thanks icon below the video here on YouTube, or donate directly to me via PayPal, groffshow@gmail.com. That is groffshow@gmail.com for PayPal. And once again, the executive producer and for the day tech support for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion is my one and only, the sweetest of all time, the Asian sensation and proprietor of sweetchildaz.com.org and the Facebook page of the same name, Sweet Child Arizona. Talking about my Michelle, give her a special thank you, because without her, we would not have a video today. We just have me being extraordinarily pissed off. That's what we would have. Me in a very bad mood. It's been a 3-cup of coffee kind of day today. Man. All right. Maybe it's gonna be a Jameson evening tonight. I don't know. This is one of those things that just drives you to drink. Maybe. All right. Technology, computers, we love them, but we also hate them at the same time. All right. You can check out all of Michelle's other various videos and all of her Michelle-related stuff. It's all down there in the description of this video. And our streaming station, available 24/7, 365. It is called KMGX. We play a ton of music and have a lot of fun with that, so I highly encourage you to check that out as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, all of your continued support. So greatly appreciated. Please, please be safe, stay cool, stay hydrated out there. I don't recommend alcohol if you're going out and out into the outdoors. If you're actually going to leave your house and go into that heat, no. We don't want you drinking alcohol. We want you to drink plenty of water, plenty of fluids. Keep your electrolytes up. Do that, but that's what you should be doing. Be safe, and you guys have yourselves a great Friday and a wonderful weekend.